I'm not a single
No,
child.
that's valid. No, I don't judge you at all. That's fucking valid.
Yeah.
If she's an only child, you're allowed to hate your mother. That's real.
Okay, I hear that. I'm a middle child, but who my was older and
the Gemini?
Yeah.
Gosh, bro, and just
that's a rough life.
No, but listen to this.
Astrology did not like you.
Only
Your
child
mother did not
thing.
like you.
We're going with the only child thing. My brother and sister, my older ones, were old enough to go out of the house, and my younger brother was with his biological father. So technically, I was an only child as well. Like, I have siblings, but we weren't.
You were not raised with them.
Yeah.
Like some kind of adopted dog or something, like a wolf cub, separated from the pack.
Exactly. So
brother bear type.
I'm weird, and I'm a middle child, so it's like I'm the white sheep of my family.
You.
So I'm a middle child as well.
Hey,
but that's only for my mom's side of the family, because on my dad's side of the family, I'm the oldest.
So that gives you some power, some leverage.
Yeah.
I'm the most powerful being in this universe. Nobody's ever been more powerful to me. Yo, not like I'm a Scorpio, a middle, and an old child. I mean, like, there's not a better combination than that. I don't even know what my rising or my low or whatever the other one is.
You know what time you're born. I can get you that information.
But don't say that loud.
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Text your mommy. Text your mommy, and next time we talk, I can have some information for you.
But I don't talk to my mommy.
Wait,
my mommy's
like you enough to remember that about you. So you have to text.
My mommy's dead to me.
Well,
and I don't know my dad.
That's real rough, man. Do you have documentation about your birth anyway?
Yeah, birth certificate.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have paperwork you can talk to? Like, do you have paperwork that you can speak back about?
No, I actually have zero documents about myself. I just know that I was born on 11/18/1999 in Miami, in South Baptist Hospital at 11:51 p.m.
And South Baptist in the city of Miami?
Yeah, South Baptist Hospital.
Because if you say the wrong town, it'll fuck you up.
Your social security?
No, I'm from Florida, so I think I'm pretty positive.
Well, like sometimes people be like, yeah, I was born in New York City, but they were actually born like a suburb off New York City, and that'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? So you have to actually get the right place. But Miami is Miami, good.
Miami-Dade County, yes.
Wait, but
yes,
Lucy, it depends on your birth time, because mine's early in the morning. It's like a little bit after midnight.
Give me the exact minute.
Oh, then I know it. Mine's 1:23.
Okay, bitches, I just type this shit into a website. I don't just have the fucking website.
Okay, it's not something you can just heard.
What, you don't? Bro,
no.
Come on now. You're supposed to be better than that.
Charts. You need to like basically what you do is to get your chart, you look at like the moment you were born, right? The minute you were born and the place you were born. Imagine like this is you, right? The moment and place you were born. If you look up at the sky in that moment, the stars are in a place. The amount of stars
you going up and down.
Yeah, all in a place. You know what I mean? So it's like if you look up, your sun star is going to be there. You know what I mean? And that's what determines your chart. So it's like you have to know the exact place, because otherwise everything's going to shift in a different place versus like in your chart.
Well, when I looked up, I saw a black hole. So
actually, there are some people. Because here's the fun thing, okay? And then I'll stop talking about this because I know everyone gets really annoyed with me. But the thing is, your sun sign is like who you are, like your core thing. And that's your sun sign is what you guys already know, right? Then your rising is like who you are, the mask you first present to people when they first meet you, right? So like if someone first were to meet you and then were to walk away and you would ask them like, hey, what sign do you think that person is? They wouldn't say Gemini, Mel. They would say whatever your rising sign is because that's how you first present to people, for example. And then your moon sign, this is what's interesting. Your moon sign is who you are on the inside. So like who you are with who you are with yourself and like with like your most trusted 3 or 4 people in the whole world. So like with your significant other, if you like your parents, with like your mom, you know what I mean? Like who you are with like your most like core group of people, not even your best friend, like your core, like the people
who actually know you.
Yes, your soul people, you know?
So nobody.
That's your moon sign. But what's funny is you can be born during an eclipse. No moon sign.
What does that mean?
Those people are fucking psychopaths. You have nothing there.
So you calling me a psychopath? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what your moon sign is.
I was born on a solar eclipse. I was born on a solar eclipse and a black hole. How about that? There's nothing but darkness in this heart, yo. You feel me?
I love it.
Like, now that's some Kingdom Hearts shit. No, I'm just playing.
I love Kingdom Hearts. That
Yo,
was my
you want to
favorite
talk about
game
that, bro?
series.
That is one of my favorite games of all time, bro.
Bruh, I love it.
Did you play number 3?
I
Kingdom
played
Hearts 3?
all of them. I played literally every game in chronological order. Like, well, I played them when they
Same.
came out, and then all the games in the storyline chronological order. Sorry, nerd shit. Hashtag Kingdom Hearts.
Yo,
1, 2, 3.
number 3 was
played
kind of
Sims.
short.
The only video game I ever played was Sims.
Sims?
But Kingdom Hearts 3 was kind of like, in terms of like campaign length, it was kind of shorter than the first
Yeah.
and second.
But you got to think about all the mechanics and shit they added to it. They added
Yeah,
so
that's
much
true.
more videos and movies, but of course, it took 13 years to make, and it was that long. Fuck it.
Who's your favorite character or
Riku.
characters?
Riku.
Oh, you like
and
Riku?
Goofy. Riku and
You like
Goofy. I love
Riku,
them.
bro. I gotta go with my boy Sora and Roxas. You feel me?
Roxas, yeah, that whole dynamic was dope.
No, I love that. It was amazing. And then you can't forget my boy Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Out here dogging everybody
All the
on
way.
sight.
That whole, was it not Roxas? Venice. I like the 365.
The whole Aqua Terra Venice saga.
Venice. Same people, same person, but like that whole backstory, I love it all.
Did you ever beat Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2?
The secret boss guy?
Yeah, did you ever beat him?
No. You try for a couple of days and then the game turns off and you forget the memory card, and that's the end of it.
Feels bad.
But yeah, all right, so back to the show. That's the end of our smoke break, which is amazing. I grow to love both of you guys.
4th of July shenanigans.
Back up!
Even more every day. So now we're going to talk about All Lives Matter. And now I read something so interesting, and I found that this makes more sense to me and why people say it. It's not a movement, it's just something to say to counteract Black Lives Matter. That's all the Wikipedia says it is. So there's no leaders, there's no people really in charge of it. It's just racist. If you say all lives matter, we know what you mean, but when you're saying it after someone says Black Lives Matter, you're basically saying, yes, I'm a racist. I don't care about Black people.
Right. I saw a really good TikTok that kind of summed this shit up. Basically, it was the format was a guy going back and forth with himself, right? So guy goes like, hey, what do you believe in? It's like, all lives matter. Oh, cool. What are you guys fighting for? What? Well, like, I'm like, with Black Lives Matter, like, we're fighting for, like, Black lives. What are you guys fighting for? Oh, well, like, you ever heard of, like, Black Lives Matter? Yeah. Well, we don't like that. Okay, well, but, like, what are you guys fighting for? Like, what do you guys stand for? Well, Black Lives Matter. like that's the whole thing. As you said, like the whole thing with All Lives Matter is it only sprung up in retaliation. The whole thing is just an act of violence against Black Lives Matter. That's why you never see an All Lives Matter march unless it's a counter protest to a Black Lives Matter march. That's why they're not fighting for anything. I want to push back against your idea that there's no leaders, there's no whatever. There's white supremacists that can be counted as leaders. However, the only reason I want to push back against it is because the brilliant thing about Black Lives Matter is that there's no leaders in that either. Now, I know there's the Black Lives Matter like organization, but they're not the leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement. And that's what's so great, okay? And I want to just expand on this for a second. Like, what I saw back when like Black Lives Matter was first happening was like, everyone was like, this is what's amazing about it, is there is no central figure. We don't have a Martin Luther King. We don't have a Malcolm X. So there's no way to take us out. Like every week focused on a new thing. You know what I mean?